We are entering Wild Rose, Wisconsin. Wild Rose is a village in Waushara County. Population as of the 2020 census, 780. Ooh, there's the Wild Rose Milling Company and the Lower Pine River. Okay. I remember driving through Wild Rose a long time ago. When my sister lived up in Rhinelander, I went up there and I came this way just to take the roads less traveled. Gas? Don't know. Gas station's closed. There's the Duck Blind dining with a scenic view. Oh, here's downtown. We've got the Sawdust Box, Pointer Pub. Ooh, that antique company looked pretty cool. There's a park there. Oh, they have a Family Dollar here in Wild Rose. Yeah, I drove through here once, probably, 20-something years ago. And I'm sure it's changed a lot since I've driven here. Gas, $3.18. There is no cheap gas anywhere. They are just expensive all over Wisconsin right now. And just like that, we're heading out of Wild Rose. A post office called Wild Rose has been in operation since 1873. The village was named from wild rose bushes near the original town site, although many early settlers arrived from Rose, New York in the mid-1850s, and the town may be named Wild Rose in reference to Rose, New York. The Wild Rose Historical Society maintains Pioneer Museum on Main Street in Wild Rose. Peak population, 780 in 2020. Racial makeup of the village, 95.9 white, 0.7% Native American, 0.6% Asian, 0.8 from other races, and 1.1 from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 4.8% of the population. Median age in the village, 49 years old. Gender makeup of the village, 45% male, 55% female. Median income for a household in the village, $30,655. Males had a median income of $32,188 versus $20,438 for females. About 4.2% of families and 6.6% of the population were below the poverty line, including 4.1 of those under age 18 and 12.8 of those 65 and older. There's a notable person, but we won't be talking about that notable person because they are a politician. So let's get out and check out this really neat Veterans Memorial. All right. There is a little library here with nothing in it. So come on, Wild Rose, get some stuff in there. Here is the Veterans Memorial. Very neat. This bell was made from expanded bullets and shells retrieved after various battles in the 25th Infantry Division area of operation between Saigon and the Cambodian border, given in memory of our fallen comrades in Vietnam. Let me ring the bell here. Wow, this is a very nice memorial. This says erected in memory of the defenders of our country, 1861-1865. by the GAR, WRC, and the citizens of Waushara County. There is your Civil War monument right there. You've got flags lining both sides. This is called the Walk of Honor. American Legion, Daniel Dopp, Post 370, Wild Rose, Wisconsin. Our community dedicates this memorial to those men and women who served and died for the United States of America to preserve our precious freedom. And again, folks, if you are a veteran, first responder, I thank you very, very much for your service. Look at that helicopter. Very neat. Flags flying in the breeze. Such a beautiful day today. Honor roll. Lest we forget Waushara County's memorial to its sons and daughters who served as soldiers, sailors, Marines, and nurses in the World War 1917 and 1919, World War I. It's the other side of the helicopter. It says, this vintage Bell AH-1 Huey Cobra attack helicopter was built in Texas in 1967. It flew combat missions in Vietnam and was acquired through a government program. 1,116 were built at a cost of $11.3 million each. Provided fire support for ground forces and in Vietnam, was vital for troop survival and security. The AH-1 Huey Cobra was armed primarily with 7.62 millimeter mini guns, grenade launchers, and rockets. And there it is. The Bell AH-1 Huey helicopter. All right. That was very, very nice to see. Let's head back into Wild Rose. See what else we can come across here. Right next to the memorial is an old, I don't know what this is. Kind of looks like barracks by the structures on the property. I don't know what that is. Take a peek through the fence. Looks like old, almost looks like aircraft hangars and stuff. There's the memorial. There's the post office right there on the left. I'm sorry, my other left. You're right. There's a church, St. Paul's Lutheran Church on the right. That time I got it right. Let's turn down and check out a couple neighborhoods here in Wild Rose. Looks nice. Nice little areas. Older. I think we might be coming up on the school, or a school. Maybe it's a factory. Looks like a school. Oh yeah, it's a school. Wild Rose Fitness Center. This might be Wild Rose High School, would be my guess. On the right. Wild Rose Public School, so I think they're all on there. There is the athletic fields for the Wild Rose teens. Yeah, nice neighborhoods. And there's the gas pumps that are currently out of order. That gas station is not pumping gas at the present time. There is the duck blind again. Let's take a quick look-see at downtown here. We've got True Harvest, Main Street Station. There's the Historical Society right there. They are not open, unfortunately. Ooh, that's cool, that antique building right there. Wild Rose Antique Company. I think it says Mercantile Company. Ooh, that's a cool old building right there. And here's the other side of downtown. They got the 12-foot skeleton out with a wreath around his neck. There's Village Hall right there. We've got the Pioneer Pub and Grill. Visitor Center. Law offices. Pump House Pizzeria. And then we are back to the duck blind. And that is pretty much downtown. They got a Farmers State Bank over here. I don't know what the, Wild Rose Pond. Wow, they actually have a Theta Care emergency. Look at how small that is. Oh, but the hospital is over here. Okay. I guess that's the hospital? Yeah. Theta Care Hospital. A very small hospital, but a hospital nonetheless. Bladder's in. Bladder's in trouble if you hit the bar too much. It's too bad the Historical Society isn't open today. I would have liked to have checked that out. Let's check out Roberts Park. There's a sign here. It says Roberts Park. So let's go check it out. Well, it's got a ball field, shelter, you know, typical stuff. Playground, basketball court. They also have a volleyball court. And there's a little area here where you can park. I don't know if you can drive up here, can you? Maybe you can. I don't know. We're gonna. Looks like other cars have. Check out the pond. Oh, they have a little, oh, this is wet. That's gravel though. This shouldn't be too bad. Let's get out and check out the pond. I have to take my hoodie off because it is warm. It is friggin' warm out here now. It's got to be 70 degrees out here. Nice marshy area. And there's downtown Wild Rose right over there. I don't know about you folks, but if you live in Wisconsin or any of these northern states that have to go through the cold and the snow, you really start looking forward to spring and summer. Water's really clear. I like it. I like you, Wild Rose. You're a nice little town. Let's get back in the car. I want to park real quick right here and show you this building, because I think this building is super cool. Let me get my camera out of here, out of the holder. Look at that. Let's roll the window down. Look at that building. That is cool. I don't see an open sign. I don't know if they're open, but that is a pretty cool place right there. Antiques. That is an ice skating rink right there. All right. They had a little ice skating rink here. And now it's a pond. And now it's a fishing hole. And then over here, we've got the American Legion Post 370, Daniel Dopp. We talked about Daniel Dopp earlier. There's Grace Bible Church right there. And coming up is the school again. So we will turn this way. Wild Rose. How I do things is very, very off the cuff. I don't plan in advance. I kind of look on the map to see where I filmed, what towns I filmed, but I don't plan like days in advance, weeks in advance, or anything like that. I basically get in my car. Like this morning, I was thinking, should I go south of Milwaukee, north of Milwaukee, and how far west should I go? And I got in my car and just decided to start driving north. And then when I got to a certain point, I was like, Wild Rose. I've been looking at Wild Rose, targeting Wild Rose, and so I was like, all right, Wild Rose it is. I'm actually about 95 miles away from home right now. Over 2 miles to get back, or 2 hours, over 2 hours to get back home. And, you know, this is one of those did it anyway moments with my anxiety, because to be driving by myself this far away, it may not seem like a lot to some people, but if you have anxiety, you know it's hard to just get in your car, let alone go anywhere, you know? So to get out here and do these, this is my focus in 2026, to go farther and farther by myself and let my little amygdala, the walnut-sized part of my brain, tell that thing, you're fine. You're not in trouble. You are fine. And that's what I'm doing. These are wins for somebody with anxiety. This is a doing it anyway. Getting your butt out there, not letting your anxiety control you. And who knows, I might have a panic attack while I'm out here driving. I might not get one till I get home. But my focus right now is just enjoying this trip, having a good time, filming for you wonderful people who love watching these. I can't thank you folks enough. Thank you so, so much for your support. If you can, please consider purchasing a membership on the YouTube channel or on patreon.com. Or if you don't want to do the monthly membership, consider hitting me up with a super chat. You know, drop a couple bucks in the gas fund. That's all I ask. And again, thank you for your support.